Isn't it true that all a migration agent does is fill in the form?
I'm offended.
I wish. Do we have to talk about being intimate in our application?
Please, no.
No sexting. Don't even go there.
Can you ask that?
Yeah, exactly. Question number 1.
Do I need to get married or have a baby to get a visa?
No. No. It's never ever a good idea to mix family planning with the visa process. That's my take.
Other people might disagree, but I'm not one of them. But yeah, I mean, you can be in a genuine relationship with somebody without getting married or without having a child. I've been with my partner for many years and we don't have children and we're not married. So that doesn't mean that I wouldn't get a visa if I needed to apply for him. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And you don't, if you're worried about meeting the criteria, having a baby in any case is not going to be the magic piece of paper. That birth certificate isn't going to get the application over the line in most cases. Yeah. But if in doubt, probably best to get advice before.
Next question.
Oh, isn't it true that all a migration agent does is fill in the form?
I'm offended.
I wish.
Yeah.
No, it's not true. Filling in the form is probably 10% of what a migration agent has to do, or 10% of even what you have to do when you're putting a partner visa application together.
Yeah, so if you've done that, good start. Keep going.
What else do we do, Sophia?
We do lots of things. Probably the biggest value with dealing with a migration agent is that they can check the law and the legislation and the policy behind the legislation. So when you look at the Department of Immigration website, for example, that's really the very front. That's not even the law. So behind the writing on the Department of Immigration website sits the law, and then behind the law sits the regulations, and behind the regulations sits the policy. So we get access to all of that, and we can go through what's specifically required in your specific case, and then you'll know exactly what you need to do. So that's probably the biggest value of seeing a migration agent. But apart from that, we'll guide you through the process the whole time, and if hiccups happen, we'll help you manage them. We write submissions based on the law and the policy, which is kind of like writing an assignment. Anything else?
We drink tea, have donut runs. No, but I think really, particularly for partner migration, I think the good thing in using a migration agent is how much evidence is enough. So that immigration website it gives you a generic checklist, but no couple we've looked after has ever had the same evidence portfolio. So every relationship's different. How much evidence is enough to prove to immigration that your relationship is true? It's really going to depend on your case, and that's what that's what you can rely on a migration agent for, in addition to filling in the forms.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Do you decide who gets to come in?
We get to decide who comes in the door at Freedom Migration. No, that's the Department of Immigration.
So we are like lawyers. If you go to court because you have a matter before a judge, we're like the lawyers who then represent you to the judge and help the judge. Well, we represent you in the case for the judge to make a decision. That's like immigration. Immigration is the judge.
Or like an accountant. So if you go to an accountant to get help with your tax or your planning, they'll act for you to the ATO. Yep. So a migration agent will help you understand the legislation and how the decision maker is going to judge your case or make a decision about your case, and we help you put your application together in a way that will give you the best prospects of success.
I had a client one time who said to both of us, I think, they said, I was talking to them on the phone, and they said, when I have a tax problem, I go to an accountant. When I have a legal issue, I go to a lawyer. And likewise, if you have a migration issue, you should probably go to a registered migration agent. Emma, you can read. Oh dear.
Do we have to talk about being intimate in our application?
Please, no.
No sexting.
No.
No screenshots of body parts.
No.
No.
It's not pleasant for anybody involved, and that's something that stays in your relationship.
You don't have to. It's completely up to you. We certainly don't encourage our clients at Freedom Migration. Some of our clients will self-audit before sending through all of their text message
push
history.
The boundaries.
Yeah, some of them don't, and we audit and help them remove some of the things that immigration don't need to see to accept that they're in a genuine and continuing relationship. So in short, no, you don't need to. Oh, good one.
Would it be easier if they came by boat?
No, don't even go there.
Of course I read that.
Leave it at that, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.